Alright, microphone was not working, but here we are. Back, welcome everybody. Welcome along for the 6th round of the SMT WTCC League here at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. We are at the penultimate round of this league. And once again on an amazing track. Today, the longest of the calendar, more than 7 kilometers. For those WTCC cars, you can already see on the timings that drivers will need more than 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go around the track. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. We're happy to have you once again with us on a Saturday afternoon for a wonderful round. Today we have currently 15 guys in the server. We are expecting around this number today. I'll just check out. I also changed a bit the sound setting, because I had some feedbacks that my mic was not that good, and the sound of the game was we couldn't hear enough the sound of the game. So I hope it is okay. Feel free to make some feedback in the chat to let me know if you can hear me, if my voice or the sound of the game is too loud or stuff like that. So yeah, we are expecting 20 people today, so we're missing a couple of guys. Rui Martins was supposed to be here, not here yet. Andre Moraes just told us he wasn't able to be here, so we'll see. We are supposed to have 2 guest drivers today, who are Chris Doe, the famous Captain Coffee in the race room community. So here he is on the track, the Dutchman, second Dutchman with Simon van der Broek. So happy to have him here, and we are also supposed to have with us today another Mackenberg, Marvin Mackenberg. So if you play a bit race room, you must know him as well. You must know those 2 Mackenbergs who are always fast. So he's supposed to join for this round today. Dusan Miloradovic was not sure to be able to participate, but he's here today with us. And if we check the standings, we can see that it will be a really huge fight to the end for the championship. Let's check the setting, the standings. So you can see that Grega Hujek, who started the championship really strong, only has a 10 point advantage now with 173 points, ahead of Dusan Mirovic with 163 points and Sven Mackenberg right behind with 162 points. So 11 points covering the 3 firsts of this championship with 2 rounds left. So it will be a huge battle to the end for sure between those guys. The fourth place for Marko Mišović, Nenad Vladisavljević just crossed the 100-point bar ahead of Bo Dixon and Dennis Schops in the 90s. Bo Dixon won't be here today, unfortunately. We have Richard Warren back today. We can see him 10th in the championship. Further behind, it's quite close in this part of the championship. With the Pascal Jean-Prêtre, who is quite fast but didn't find a way to capitalize. Dionysis Farah was back again with us today. Serjan Tasic wasn't been here for a round now, such as Manuel Alves, who's 16th, but he's really struggling with the FFB since the update of the game. And you see, for example, Saulius Laurinavicius, 21st now in the championship with 16 points, which he scored last week in Monza. He had 0 points before that, so that's nice for him. And then Borko Pontelic with 9 points to retire from the championship, and Simon van der Broek 7 points at the back of the field. But going back to this, we will have for sure an amazing fight to the end for those last 2 rounds. It will be amazing for sure. Back on the track with those guys, and you can see the 3 firsts in the standings right now are the 3 first in the championship, but the order is reversed, and we can see once again Sven Mackenberg leading away with more than half a second ahead of Dusan Miloradovic. Grega Hujek is 3rd. There must be some problem in the standings, because Marko Mišović, who is 4th, has a better lap time than Grega, who is 3rd. So, but it will go back to normal. We are here with Grega Hujek, who has a really good first sector. We'll try to maybe have an onboard lap. Need to check who is close to the start-finish line. I can't find it right now. Marvin Markenberg is in the pits. Never mind. We'll follow Grega Hujek in this practice session. A little reminder about the format of the competition. We are now in the 30-minute practice ahead of a 15-minute qualifying session. This won't be a lot of laps as the track is very long. And then 2 20-minute races, which will be awesome for sure. But now let's discover or rediscover the Spa-Francorchamps track with Grega Hujek. Hope he will go for another lap. I'm not sure. And there you go. We only have guys who are quite far from... Oh, I see Marvin Mackenberg going out of the pits with this yellow Chevy. Here it is. Let's go on board with him. So it is La Source, the first corner, going down the hill. This is really steep now. You carry a lot of speed going out going to the famous session of the Rédillon for Rouge. Here it's almost flat. Famous, iconic part of the track, leading to a big straight here, the Camel Straight, heading to the chicane of Les Combes. Here, try to carry as much speed as possible. Take a lot of curb here on the inside. You have the right-hander here. You have to be really aggressive on. Going once again downhill to a very tricky corner where it's easy to lock up some tires and where your car is really understeering. Back for Bruxelles here, a really fast left-hander. Track limits are pretty strict there, so you have to be careful. Here in Pouen, you also want to carry as much speed as possible here. Fourth gear up to 5 and 6. Braking at the arch here for the what we call in French the pif paf. Left and right and left-hander, sorry. And we are coming to the last part of the track. Right-hander here, you want to carry as much speed as possible. And then here the Paul Pierre corner when he wants to go flat, but the car is going wide and it's really easy to invalidate a lap there. And Marvin is back to the pitch, but we could see that I think it was Michael ahead of him. Yeah, coming back towards the end of the lap. The bus stop chicane, braking around the 150 meter sign. Great line here for the Swiss driver. Early on the power, you have to make sure to get a good exit there. And we are back on the start-finish line. Maybe we'll do a lap with Mikhail. Braking 100 meter sign for La Source. Very slow corner where you want to have a great exit once again. You want to have great exits everywhere because you have quite big straights. And the one very downhill, leading to Eau Rouge and the Rédillon. Got a good one here for Michael, now in the Camel Straight. 240 kilometers per hour, maybe 250 at the end of the straight. Not yet, braking just before the 100 meter sign. You want to go on the inside as much as you can on the right and the left-hander. Take a wide line here to cut this corner here and keep as much speed as possible. Going downhill once again for the really tricky corner here. You can hear the tires crying. Then you go down a gear here for the left-hander. Take as much curb as possible on the exit. And going to Pouen, braking on the curb to maximize the line. You can also hear the back end of the car sliding a lot. And Michael is going back to the pit, so I'm not that lucky. Actually didn't mention, but Grega Hucek improved. I'm talking with some accent. But yeah, Grega improved his lap time and is now second, half a second behind Sven, who has made a huge step forward with the last update from Race Room. And in the meantime, Dusan and Grega on their side struggle quite big time now with the force feedback on the wheel. So they are struggling a little more, and it really changed the championship, because now, as we saw a little bit earlier, Sven is only 11 points behind Grega and 1 behind Dusan. So it will be a fight for the Serbian and the Slovenian to try to keep the lead in the championship. And I'm sure now the only focus for Sven Mackenberg is to have the pole position and fly away in race 1, to have maximum points, and then survive in the second and try to score again. Yeah, that's true. RBR slow. Hujek is not only good with TCR cars and DTM cars, but he's also a rally driver. He's good at everything with a wheel. But yes, he's struggling quite a lot since the update. He even thought about retiring from the championship at first because he had really no feedback, no force feedback at all. And then there was a hot patch from race room. It was a little bit better for him. So he keeps fighting. And behind those three we have the usual suspects in the second group with Marko Mišović, Boris Schmidt, Nenad Vladislavić, what we call the SMT group there with the Hondas, and then really close behind Pascal Jean-Pretre and Richard Warren and Jelko Pisaric and Denis Schubs and Dionysis Faraos. So at the end of the practice session, nothing is written now. We'll have once again, like every week, an amazing quali session for sure. Not only for the actual pole position, but also for every step on the grid. So we have 16 guys today with us, and I think it is Pascal Jean-Pretre first on the track, as he often does. And I like to take advantage of the first lap, the out lap of quali, to test out some other cameras. Look at those static cameras. Look at those guys. We have Pascal first, then Dusan, Sven, Marko. It is great to see all those guys. They know who their opponents are, and they want to stay close. And we see that Grega is a little bit further on the track, trying to get his own lap time. Dusan is letting Sven and Marko go away, and even some other guy. I think we have Nenad here and maybe Denis Schubs. Oh, and I think it is Boris Schmidt. No, not Nenad either. Maybe Richard. It is Richard. No, it is not Richard also. I'm out of guess here. Oh, it was Jelko and Nenad here, but the first two to take the track for this quali session will be Pascal Jean-Pretre, and we have really close behind him Sven Mackenberg and Marko Mišović. And here we go for the first lap. We'll go on board with Sven Mackenberg. Always have the number. Here he is, and you can see in the mirror that Marko Mišović is right behind and will take advantage. I think Sven is going flat out in the radio. Here's the German driver here. We'll check the sector time for everybody. 39.4 for Sven. Marco 39.2. Jelko 39.5. 39.6 for Dennis. 39.7. 39.4 also for Marvin. 39.3 for Dusan. Grega 39.3, so nothing's done in the first sector. Go back with Sven here. Marco still behind him. Oh, we saw Marco behind slide a little bit. Nothing serious. You can see that Sven is getting closer a little bit to Pascal. Oh, it was close to off track here. Sven is still on the run. 146.8. 147.5 for Marco. Lost a little bit of time. I saw Nenad going back to the pits. Check Marvin, 147.3. Dusan as his lap times invalidated. The same for Grega. The first two across the line will be Pascal Jeanpret, who will be really quickly beaten by Sven Mackenberg. Ooh, went really wide in the last corner. Yeah, 224.7 for Pascal Jeanpret, beaten by 223.5 for Sven Mackenberg. Marko Mišović half a second behind. Marvin Mackenberg second. So the two Mackenberg brothers at the top of the classification right now. A little reminder is that the two guys, the two guest drivers we have today, Chris Doe and Marvin Mackenberg, won't score points for the championship. So they are here to have a great time and spend some time with us, but they won't interfere with the battle for the title, especially because you can see, for example, now that Marvin is second and he's actually improving his brother's lap time in the first sector, but Sven is also faster in the first sector. Marko Mišović is trying everything he can to stay close to the German driver, but it seems quite impossible. Dusan going a little bit slower, and Grega, I think, did the best first sector. I think Marco has the best first sector because he had the slipstream in his first lap. So let's check how it turns out at the end of the second sector for those guys. Sven Mackenberg improving by a tenth and a half. Marko Mišović behind 6 tenths. It's incredible. Just like in Monza, in the second sector, Sven Mackenberg is making huge differences with the others. And yeah, it was the same last week. So he seems to find some way to be really fast in some parts of the track, and he improved his lap time with a 2:23.3. Marco didn't improve, I guess. Let's check what Dusan and Grega answer. How they answer. Dusan is fourth for the moment, whereas Grega fourth with a 224.2. They have to go back to the 23s to be in the mix. Look at all those guys coming out of the pits. They have now fresh tires. Dusan, Marco and Marvin Let's check a little bit further down the grid. So he's struggling a little bit there. Dionysius Farah also will make his first lap time, available lap time. And here is the driver from Greece in the start-finish straight, crossing the line with a 2:24.9, which is good for 9th place. Just ahead, 6,000 of a second ahead of Richard Warren. Nenad and Jelko Pisaric still don't have any lap times. Nenad is working on it. At the moment, let's go on board with the founder and boss of the Sim Racing Motorsport team. Here is out of the Paul Pierre corner in the really fast section here. I can't remember the name of those corners. Blanchimont. Sorry. So this is flat all the way, and with a 1.1 second deficit after the first two sectors, braking at the 150 meter sign for the last chicane. And here is Nenad on the start finish straight. As Sven is starting a new lap. And here is is Nenad P9, just ahead of Dionysius Faraos. Let's check our other guest driver, Chris Doe, with the only Citroën today on the track. We had Serbian Tasic driving the Citroën at the beginning of the season, but wasn't able to be there too often. So now Chris Doe is bringing back the Citroën on the map. And we have some yellow flags for Dusan, but it seems to be okay. You see Marvin, Marco, and Dusan currently second, third, and fifth. We also have Grega Hujek on the line, starting a new lap behind Boris Schmidt, who is currently P6. But for now, the two Mackenberg brothers are leading the way. Let's check if this group is improving. For now, I think Marvid has his lap time invalidated. Dusan Miloradovic went back to the pits, and it means that he won't improve on his P5. Because now you don't have time to because on race room when the clock hits 0, the session is over. You can't finish your lap. It's a shame. I hope they will change it as soon as possible. But for now, it is like that. It's a shame. So Marko Mišović is looking to improve on his lap time, and it is what he did in the second sector with the green section. That is 7/10 already behind Sven Mackenberg, and his best lap times is 6/10 also behind him. We can see if he can improve his last sector here in the bus stop chicane. And on the start-finish straight, Komishovic with a little bit of slipstream. It's a 2:23.8. He gained quite a lot of time in the last sector. Oh, but his lap time was invalidated. But those two guys will have a final lap. That's a Grega Hujek purple in the first sector, and look how much everybody is losing so much time to Sven Mackenberg in the second sector. Grega is 6/10 behind the Takes 3 driver, But we saw with Marco that it was possible to retake 2 or 3 tenths in the last sector. Is Grega able to improve and go back to maybe P2? We'll have the answer pretty soon for the last lap of Grega Hucek in this quali. It's a 124.0. This is not enough. He's still behind Marko Mišović. He will be P4 on the grid because behind nobody, I think, will be able to improve enough. Sven is in another fast lap. Purple sector 1. Let's check behind. Marvin is not improving on his lap time. Marco is once again purple in the first sector. Let's check the second sector for Sven Mackenberg, current pole sitter. And he's still improving with 41,000 of a second. Lead over his previous lap. Let's check his brother behind. With this yellow and white Chevy, he's improving his lap time 3 tenths behind. 6 tenths behind for Marko Mišović. Everybody's losing to the Chevys in the second sector. And let's check Marvin. Can he improve his lap time and show how strong it is he's right now? Sven Mackenberg on the line with a 222.9. Whoa, that was a mega lap. That was a mega lap for him. And we have the classification automatically pops on the screen, but we have some guys finishing their lap. Marvin Mackenberg and Marko Mišović. And nothing changed, unfortunately, for Marko. But the 2 Mackenberg brothers will start on the first row of the grid. Sven ahead of Marvin, and Sven has a great opportunity to get even closer to the leading 2 guys in this championship. So Marko Mišović 3rd, Grega Hucek 4th, Dusan Miroradovic 5th, Boris Schmidt 6th, Richard Warren 7th, Pascal Jeanpret 8th, Denis Schups 9th, Nenad Vladislavic on P10, Željko Pisaric P11, Dionysis Faraos P12, Mikael Gigax P13, Saulius Laurinavicius P14, Chris Doe P15, and Simon van der Broek wasn't able to have a clean lap in this quali and will probably struggle quite a lot in this race. We have now a 5-minute warm-up, so we'll go with the eddy cam. Hello Yasmin, welcome. Yeah, those guys will need some bit of luck because this track is amazing and difficult. And for the SMT guys, they have a lot of work to do to stay with the Mackenberg brothers. So we have a kind of two-team race now between the SMT guys on one side and now the Mackenberg brothers on the other. It will be funny. Look at the map of this wonderful track. Looks like kind of a bird. So we'll have one more round next week for the final of this championship before having the summer break. We all know that it is kind of tricky to organize championships and leagues in the summer. We saw here with this one, we started the season with I think we had a 28 car grid, and it quickly went back to round 15. We had 13, we had 20, but overall it came back like that. Hello, Dennis. Yeah, the Mackenbergs are are pretty strong right now. But you said the Schumachers of Race Room, but I'm not sure Ralph was as fast as Marvin. But yeah, it will be interesting to follow the action between those guys right after the this warm-up. Will be on the track for the first race of the day. So once again, two 20-minute race. Two 20-minute races, sorry. Try to have my English better. And we'll have between the two races once again a 5-minute warm-up to let the guys breathe a little bit before going back to war on track. So we will have as usual some battles pretty much everywhere because we have the leading group. Maybe the Mackenberg will go away, but we'll have a first group with the Mackenbergs and the SMT guys. Second group was usually with Nenad Vadisalovic, Denis Schoeps, Richard Warren, Boris Schmidt, Pascal Jean-Pretre, even Jelko Pisaric, Dionysis Faraos, even Mikhail Gigax. So we'll have a big group in the midfield, and then we can have also some battles down the field, down the order, sorry, between Laurina Vicius, Chris Doe, and Simon van der Broek. So it will be pretty interesting to follow. So this is the end of the warm-up session now. We'll go on the track for the race. So it is always a mess to find a way to have the good cameras for the start. Here we are. The 60 minutes, the 60 seconds for the guys to go on the grid. You can see the two Chevys. Maybe we can, I think we can change cameras now. All those guys ready to go, waiting for the lights. And here they are. We'll stay maybe with the focus on Dusan Miloradovic, who is P5, so it will be okay. So the 5 red lights are up and lights out, and away we go with a great start from the two Chevys. Not a really good start, but Grega Hucek, who has already Dusan Miloradovic alongside him. We have someone completely missing the first corner and crashed into Pascal Jean-Pretre, who is the unluckiest guy of this grid. We have some guys, Boris Schmidt behind Chris Doe. It was, I don't know who missed his first corner like that, but it was dangerous, and we'll be looking at it. Marko Mišović is trying to put pressure on the Mackenberg brothers. Here we are. Will it go down the inside here at Lecum? Not sure. Let's go back down. We have some battles here between Dionysis Faraos and Grega Hucek, who lost a lot of position. I think he was involved in the crash in the first lap. It was I think the number 12. I think it was, yeah, it was Jelko Pisaric. He's now P5. He was around P10 or P11 on the grid. Dionysis Faraos taking advantage of Richard Warren, going a little wide in Brazil, and Grega Hucek from the outside. So let's check ahead. I think Marvin is playing the game of his brother. trying to help him escape a little bit. He had a great start from Lorena Michus. Oh, and behind him, he gets almost lost it on the braking. But great start by Saulius. Oh, and he got once again off track and overtaken by Pascal Jean-Pretre, his uncle, I think it is. Let's go back to the battle for the podium. Sven Mackenberg is already going away with it. His brother trying to protect him a little bit from Marko Mišović and Dusan Miroradovic. Marko is trying to behind. Jelko went a bit wide, and Denis Schups followed him. And with Greg Hudjek alongside Dionysis Farao, the two ladders fighting for this P7. Grega has to come back up the order, and the move is done on the Greek driver. He will now trying to go back. His teammates ahead. I think Pascal Jean-Pretre over to Claudius Lavinovic. Well, what happened to... Oh, Marko Mišović. Oh, I missed it, but I think he lost it in the Redillon and he retired. And now Dusan Miroradovic is up the inside of Marvin Mackenberg, and he has the move done. But what a shame for Marko Mišović. I wanted to go back to the battle ahead, and I just saw his name dropping down the order, and it was too late. Oh, that's a shame. Marko was on track for P2, I guess. But now Dusan is making a really good impression. We'll go back to the second group here, because it seems like we have quite a lot of battle here with Mikael Gigax overtaking Saulius Lavrinavicius. Boris Schmidt is on a comeback run after having some troubles in the first lap, the first corner even. And we have the two Dutch fighting not to be last in this race. Simon van der Broek currently ahead of Chris Doe, and as I say that, Chris is on the inside. Grega Hudjek has in the meantime overtaken Željko Pisaric. And Dionysis Faraos is also trying a move on the Serbian driver. Not this time. Let's check from Dionysis' perspective. Željko braking late, touching Grega a little bit. But yeah, Sven is now leading by almost 3 seconds. And now we have this huge train of cars from P4 to P9. Denis Schups leading despite this snake for now. But look how close Grega is in his mirrors. Is the ladder fast enough in the straight to try a move? He's now on the outside for Lecombe. Will he have enough overlap on around the outside? What a move by Grega Hudjek. What a move by Grega Hudjek on the outside here to retake fourth position. He has now a lot of work to do with 3 seconds. With a 3 second deficit on Marvin Mackenberg and Dusan Miroradovic. But what a move it was on Denis Schups, who is always a really clean driver. You can only have great maneuvers with two great drivers, and it was the case there. Boris Schmidt also overtaken behind Mikael Gigax. And the two Dutchies still battling. See Chris Doe behind Simon van der Broek. Simon still struggling to not to slide too much with this WTCC car, guys. Oh, and he completely... Oh, he disappeared and came back on the track. Almost lost connection here for Simon. Let's go back to this group here. Grega is definitely going away, but behind him... Oh. Marvin Mackenberg closing out the gap on Dusan Miloradovic. Meanwhile, it won't go away, but Sven is just too fast for now with a 2:23.6, a 2:24.8 for Dusan, and a 2:24.6 for Marvin behind. And let the battle begins in this group with Dionysis Faraos, Richard War, and Nenad Vladisavljevic here. Battle for P7 between those three, and Nenad is not really close. He's bump drafting Richard in the Camel Straight to try and get closer to Dionysis Faraos. And Nenad is going down the inside now in Lecombe on the British driver. He almost has the move done now. Yes, he has. Great move by Nenad. I think Richard realized that Nenad was faster, and he will now try to stay behind to try and get position on maybe Dionysis Faraos and Jelko Pisaric. And Jelko, speaking of him, is now quite close to Dennis Schubs, half a second. On the German driver. You can see just ahead Grega Hujek going away a little bit. Guys are starting to spread out a little. And unfortunately for Grega, is currently not coming back. Not getting too much time on Marvin Mackenberg. Go back for the battle for 7th place between Dionysis Faraos and Nenad Vladisavljevic. We can see that Richard Warren lost quite a lot of time in this lap, and he now has Pascal Jeanpret close behind. Nenad braking a lot later than Dionysis and get the move done from the outside. Really great move by Nenad. But Dionysis was almost a freebie there. And now Richard Warren is back in the slipstream of the Greek driver. Let's check if Richard can close the gap in this long straight. A little bit of time, but Dionysis has a good run in the Redillon. He's now in the gearbox of Nenad, going for a move from the outside, braking once again a lot earlier than the Serbian driver, but having a good exit. Those three will battle it out for sure. And if we go back a little bit on the leading guy, it's kind of walk in the park, just like it has been in race 1 for the last 3 weeks since the Slovakia ring. Sven Mackenberg is clearly the fastest guy in this league since the update. And 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 159 160 1 Dusan is doing everything he can to stay second. Reminder that Marvin Mackenberg behind Dusan here with the yellow Chevy is a guest driver, just like Chris Doe, and won't score points for the championship. We decided to do it like that because the championship battle is quite close, as we have a fight here between the two Dutch cars. I think that Chris must be streaming that race, by the way. I'm not sure about that. I didn't receive the notification, but looks like Simon went a bit too deep in the bus stop, and Chris Doe is almost alongside him. Not yet. When looks like Pascal Jeanpret did a mistake, and Boris Schmidt is right in his tail. And he will have the slipstream. Oh, Pascal Jeanpret giving the inside line to Boris here. Who will be the late breaker? It is Pascal. Oh, they both can make the corner. That was nice to see. And Grega is. The gap is still around 3 seconds for Grega, who is now all alone on track. This is the closest battle we have on track. We still have this group with Denis Jelko and Nenad Dionysis ahead of them, with Richard waiting for opportunities. Faster on the exit here. Oh, big slide by Pascal there. Those cars are difficult to handle. Maybe Boris will have a good enough slipstream to try something at the bus stop. As we can see that Simon van der Broek has a slowdown penalty, but Chris Doe is still behind him. Let's see how close Boris is. He had to lift a little bit in Blanchimont, and now he's going down the inside on the Swiss driver. And I think he has the move down. Pascal tried to do the switchback, but it was not enough. Still quite close. Still quite close behind Boris. He will have the slipstream once again in the Camel Straight after the Rédillon. He needs a good exit here. That will be the case. And Chris Doe maybe finally making the move on Simon van der Broek. Side by side in La Source. They are giving each other a lot of space here, and I think Chris Doe had the move down. There you go. There you go for Chris. But let's see if Simon van der Broek can retaliate in the Camel Straight. Protecting the inside is Chris Doe. Oh, and he has the move done even before the corner. The Citroën really missing some short light spin apparently here. Meanwhile, Marvin Mackenberg is right back in the tail of Dusan Miloradovic. Now has a 6-second deficit, and Mackenberg is cruising. He's cruising with a 223.6. And Dusan just did his fastest lap with a 224.3, just like Marvin behind him. We have Nenad behind him, really close to Jelko, who is also quite close to two Danish ships. Can then try something at the bus stop. And we will, Marvin has already started his, he just started his 8th lap. So we'll have 2 more laps. And in this group, everybody is, when we still have this fight going on for, to avoid being last between the 2 Dutchies. Simon van der Broek still have the advantage with the ladder. And I think the mid-pack group here, is fighting, and we have Nenad alongside Jeko going down the Redillon. It will be tough between them when Nenad just kept it on the track, but has to cut the Redillon, and now this is a big slowdown, and he will lose a lot of position to Dionysus, to Richard. Back to P9 for Nenad, and you can see that it still has a slowdown. I think he had something like 2 seconds for a cut like that, and it's pretty much race over for him now. He will let those guys race for P5 then. Ah, il est là le garou. Il est là. Let's say hello to my brother in the chat. And we still have here Chris Doe trying to desperately to find a way to overtake Simon van der Broek, who has find somebody. Oh, and I missed the move by Marvin Mackenberg on Dusan Miroradovic to retake second place. Doesn't change a lot of things, because once again Marvin won't score points in the championship, but I'm sure Dusan will try something in the last lap, because Sven Mackenberg is starting his last lap. The virtual driver by TX3 is on the way to win once again. I don't even know which win is for him. I think it is win number 4, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see if Dusan can retake his P2 to Sven's brother. A better run in the Redillon for Dusan, but he was almost too close on the exit of the Redillon, and he won't be able to overtake Marvin there, so we will have to wait for another opportunity. We have Dionysus Faraos alongside Jelko Pisaric here at Les Combes. Jelko keeping his position for now, but Dionysus is really keen on getting one more place. As Richard Warren behind him is really happy where he are, because he will be on pole position for race 2. Because let's remember that for race 2 the first 8 will be reversed, so for now Richard Warren is the pole sitter for race 2. Let's go back a little bit when we won last time with those guys battling all race. Oh, and Simon van der Broek spun in the last lap, unfortunately. Couldn't handle the pressure from Chris Doe, and unfortunately he will finish P15 and last in this race. But this was a great battle between the two Dutchies. But the main battle in this last lap is for P5 between for P6, sorry, because Dennis went away a little bit. But for P6 between Jelko Pisaric, Dionysus Faraos with the Lada and Richard Warren. But meanwhile, Sven Mackenberg is going out of the bus stop already and will win race 1 of the 6th round of the SMT WTCC League here at Spa-Francorchamps, just ahead of his brother Marvin, who kept his second place ahead of Dusan Miloradovic, Grega Hujek. Let's check the last chicane between those guys. It will be close between Dionysis Faraos and Richard Warren, and Richard will be 8th. The battle for the whole race, Nana Vladislavich unfortunately 9th, Boris Schmidt 10th, Pascal Jean-Prêtre 11th, ahead of his nephew Michael Vigac, Saulius Laurenavicius P13. Chris Doe will get to the line. To the line P14. Ahead of Simon van der Broek. Will be P15. But amazing performance by Sven Mackenberg once again today, with the race win and the fastest lap with a 2:23.6, which is 6/10 faster than his brother. And Dusan and Grega were all doing the same lap time, sorry. So Sven Mackenberg winning this race ahead of his brother Marvin, Dusan Miloradovic 3rd, Grega Hujek 4th, Denis Sheps 5th, Zhelko Pisaric 6th, Dionysis Faraos P7. I think it is one of his best results. Richard Warren P8, Nenad Vladislavich P9, Boris Schmidt P10, Pascal Jean-Prêtre P11, Michael Gigax P12, Saulius Laurenavicius P13, Chris Doe P14, and Simon van der Broek P15. Unfortunately, Marko Mishovic did retire, lost the car in the Rédillon. I didn't know if it was on his own or if he had a little help to do so, but anyway, as always, race 2 will be also a lot of fun because of the reverse grid and people getting even more used to the track. So so it will be fun for sure. Nobody's going out for this this second warm-up with 4 minutes to go. Oh yes, we have one guy going out of track. I think it's Marvin Mackenberg. Yes, it is. Let's go with the Elicam, with the event info, and we'll be back for the start of race 2. Stay tuned. Not sure about that, but I think that maybe Sven Mackenberg has already taken the lead of the championship. I think it is close. It just gets closer and closer with the fastest lap points, with the quali points. I think it is now between those two races. Really close at the top end of the standings in this league, and we have Chris Doe in the Discord channel saying that the Citroën feels really slow, and it looked like it's live when Simon van den Broek took his slipstream and was ahead even before Lecombe. It really looked like DRS overtaking Formula 1. But yeah, I think the BOP we did before the start of the championship was okay. I think we didn't have one car really faster than the other. Of course, we have more Hondas because when you don't do any BOP with the WTCC cars, the Hondas are way faster. But I think we managed to gather the performances pretty well between the Chevy, the Honda, the Lada, and the Volvo. So yeah, it has been okay for us. Sorry about that. And yeah, now Richard Warren, one of the only guys on track who will start on pole position for the second race. And you gotta be for the Top Guns, you gotta be aware of Richard, even if he was not the fastest in race 1. Getting a pole position in race 2 can give you wings, and having the free track ahead of you can be a huge advantage. So let's not forget about Richard. We have also Dionysis Faraos in the first row of the grid. Just hope that everything will go smoother than in race 1 the first corner, because I think, I'm not sure, I don't want to say it too quickly, but I think it was Jeko Pisaric who completely missed his braking point. He went on the inside, and I think it was a 4 wide, and it just lock his tires up, and from then it's almost over. Cannot do anything, but here we are for the start of this race 2. They are coming to the track, and they're already all on the track, and the red lights are up, almost ready to go, and it's lights out, and away we go. Great start by Richard Warren. Amazing start by Richard, who will be comfortably leading in the first corner. Jeko Pisaric is going down the outside here. We have the usual traffic jam in the first corner. Marko Mišović unfortunately left the server. And look at Grega Hudžek trying to sneak his Lada between the Hondas ahead of him. We had Sven Mackenberg losing 3 position at the start, P11. We have a 3 wide ahead of him with Pascal Jean-Pretmona, Vladis Alivic and Boris Schmidt. Meanwhile, Richard Warren has Dionysis Faraos alongside him, but keeps the lead of the race. And now the SMT drivers have to make some differences, to take advantage of Sven Mackenberg a little further down the field. His brother Marvin is now in between Grega Hudžek and Dusan Mirovic. Look at Sven Mackenberg. When back on Nenad, it's difficult to attack here in Pouhon because this is a really fast corner. Grega Hudžek is trying everything he can to overtake Jeko Pisaric here, because he can feel a race win, and he hasn't won now in a while. Dusan Mirovic around the outside on Marvin Mackenberg. This is a great move by Dusan, and I think Jeko Pisaric touched the gravel a little bit. And Dennis Schups is back to P3, right behind Dionysius Faraos. Meanwhile, Richard Warren is trying to get away. We have a huge group here with Marvin Mackenberg, with Boris Schmidt, Nenad Vladisavljevic and Sven Mackenberg behind. Sven on the outside of Nenad here. Nenad trying to do the switch back here. Can't do it. And Sven Mackenberg is back to P9. It will be a slipstream feast here in Spa-Francorchamps in the Camel Straight. If we go on the wing of Dionysius Faraos, got Gregor Hudjek also lacking a little bit of straight line speed compared to Željko Pisaric. He also has a slowdown penalty. And Dusan also has a slowdown penalty. Now behind Marvin Mackenberg is defending on Boris Schmidt, really aggressive behind him. Marvin looks like he's struggling a little more in this second race, and I think Gregor Hudjek has moved on. Here in Bruxelles, on Željko Pisaric. And we have an amazing group here. Look at all those guys really close to each other. And Richard Warren is still leading, but he cannot go away. He just cannot go away. And for now, Sven Mackenberg can't really show his pace. Still has some time, 16 minutes to go. He's now behind Boris Schmidt. Gregor Hudjek on his side is right behind Dennis Schups. And Dionysius Faraos is right behind. And even alongside Richard Warren now. And Dionysius Faraos has taken the lead for nothing. Oh, and now Richard Yield behind the Greek driver and the Lada, leading this race. I think it's the first time he's leading a race in this league, and this is amazing to see. Look at this huge snake. Željko Pisaric is trying to show his nose to Gregor Hudjek ahead of him. We also have Sven Mackenberg really close to Boris Schmidt. Oh, and Dusan Miroradovic completely missed his breaking point. What happened to Dusan? He's out. He's out of this race. Oh no, he was waiting for everybody to pass. What happened to Dusan? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, look at Gregor. A lot of speed out of the Redillon, but once again a little bit too close, and everybody has the slipstream right now, so really tough to overtake. But and look at Nenad trying to. Oh, and we have Richard went a bit wide. Everybody is getting close together. Boris and Dennis touched. And Željko Pisaric is now pushing Richard Warren. That's something we don't really want to see. Also, and behind him, Nenad Vladisavljevic has overtaken back Sven Mackenberg, who is still in P9 with Gregor Hudjek, who find a way on Richard Warren. We lost 2 positions, and Gregor Hudjek is on the podium right now. Still this fight going on between Richard Warren and Željko Pisaric. Oh, and Gregor Hudjek went wide, and he touched the wall. Does he have some damage? You can see how everybody is pushing right now, and we just hope that Gregor don't have too many damages. But it is now behind that the battle is on. We are on the rear wing of Marvin Mackenberg with Boris Schmidt, Nenad Vadisalivic and Sven Mackenberg behind. Nenad Vadisalivic went wide ahead and has a slowdown. Pascal Grandpret is taking advantage. And now Boris Schmidt is diving down the inside on Marvin Mackenberg. Sven is right behind to try to take advantage of the situation, not that time. And Dionysis Faraos is trying to escape a little bit. He has almost a second lead over Denis Schups. And this group is oh, Marvin is going really wide. Where is Boris? And you can see that he gained some time because of that. Marvin Mackenberg has Nenad and Pascal Grandpret really close behind him. Gregor Hudek getting close to Denis Schups, who doesn't have slipstream anymore. And it is almost a freebie for Gregor Hudek, who is alongside now and up to second place. And our championship leader is doing exactly what he needs to keep his second place, which is amazing to see. We have Dusan Miloradovic apparently struggling behind P14. He overtook Simon van der Broek. And he's 2 seconds down on Chris Doe. And we still have Sven Mackenberg stuck around P8, P9 with his brother not far ahead of him. Sven behind Boris, and Pascal Grandpret lost quite a lot of position. Well, Sven Mackenberg is now alongside Boris Schmidt, going into the long chicane here. Really tough to overtake there. And we have an amazing race. Amazing race. Really close now. Denis Schups under pressure from Richard Warren. Slipstream for the British driver of the Etrebates Auto Club. And we have also Sven Mackenberg right behind Boris Schmidt. Can he dive down the inside here? Oh, Boris is defending the inside. Going a little deep. And Sven is through. We saw also Jelko Pisaric almost lost it on the curb. And now Sven is alongside his brother, who I think won't make it too difficult for him. And then I took advantage to overtake Boris Schmidt and touch Sven Mackenberg a little bit. And now Sven is in the slipstream of Jelko Pisaric. Forward. The Honda is still pretty quick in the straights. But around the outside goes Sven Mackenberg. Oh, and we have someone going wide. Oh, this is Boris Schmidt. Oh no, Jelko Pisaric. And he retired from the race. But Sven Mackenberg. I'm pretty... Yeah, what happened to Jelko? I think Jelko was disconnected. Just disconnected, and it was Boris who went wide, and has now maybe some damage or something like that. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. But Richard Warren can see a podium there with Denis Schups ahead of him. And Boris Schmidt retired also. Oh, and Jelko was disqualified, I guess. I don't know. We'll see that after the race. Oh, Richard Warren touching the grass, but we have also a battle for the lead. Gregor Hudek back in the slipstream. Right behind Dionysis Faraos, the two ladders, and Gregor will wait for the bus stop. We saw in the first race that Dionysis was braking a little earlier than the others, but maybe will fight a little harder for a race win. Meanwhile, Nenad is close to Marvin Mackenberg. Sven is back to P5. But Grega really has to win this race. For now, Grega has the fastest lap of the race with a 2:24.2. So we also have two guys here close together. Pascal Jean-Prêtre overtaking Saulius Laurinavicius, Dusan Mirodovic fighting with Chris Doe, trying to get what he can from this race. But it will be a huge heat for Dusan. Dionys is trying to defend his leading place. No, he's giving the inside line to Grega, who says, "Thank you very much, hvala lepa, and see you later." Grega Hudzik leading this race. Sven Mackenberg really aggressive on Richard Warren, who is only to his P4 on the outside. That was great between those two. But Sven now can see that Grega is leading. When we have a yellow flag behind with Dusan Mirodovic and Chris Doe. Don't know what happened. Let's go back with Sven Mackenberg. Oh, Richard almost lost it there and has to yield. Freebie for Sven Mackenberg, who is now P4. And we will now aim to go back on the podium with Denis Schups ahead of him. Grega Hudzik trying to build a gap to escape and get maximum points out of this race. This is one of the best races we had in this league. That was amazing. With the second one at the Slovakia ring, it was also amazing. But look at Sven Mackenberg has closed the gap to Denis Schups, but he's also bringing the group behind him with Richard Warren, Marvin Mackenberg, and Nenad Vladislavic. Who Marvin went a bit deep in La Source. 4/10 of a second. Can Marvin do something at the end of the Camel Straight here on Denis Schups for the podium? Denis defending. He wants this podium. And it looks like the Chevy's lacking a little bit straight line speed. And Denis almost lost it in Les Combes, and it is where Sven is the fastest. But now pressure is on. We have, I think, 2 laps after this one in this race. Oh, and you can see Denis struggling with this rig, with his tires. Can Sven attack here? In Pouon, yes he can. Denis trying to resist from the outside. This is really tough. But the German driver is still here, still resisting to his fellow German Sven Mackenberg, who is now on the outside. They're still side by side. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing to see. Can Denis Schups hold on once again? Yes, he can. Still side by side between those two. They have been side by side for 3-4 corners now. Out of Paul Pierre. Still side by side. And look, Richard Warren behind, trying to get some slipstream to get the both of them. Ooh, Denis Schups closing the door. They touch in the straight, and it gave Sven Mackenberg the opportunity to already leave the scene and Marvin Mackenberg was already on the inside of Richard Warren with Nenad Vladislavich watching that from behind. And he has overtaken Marvin Mackenberg, actually, with a great exit. Nenad. The two of them side by side. Side by side once again. But Nenad has the slipstream from Richard Warren. Too wide into the Redillon. No, Marvin thought better of it. The question now is Sven Mackenberg is now P3. Will he be able to close the gap? Oh, and what is happening to Richard? I think he has a slowdown. And he has to yield and lose 2 position. Yeah, he has a slowdown, unfortunately, and he lost position to Nenad Vladislavich and Marvin Mackenberg. A shame for Richard, who did an amazing race. And Grega still can't create a huge gap to Dionysis Faraos, who is really resisting well. They have to be careful now with Sven Mackenberg behind. They have more than 3 second lead on Sven, but they have to be careful. Marvin Mackenberg still right behind Nenad. It looks like the Chevy is faster in the second sector, but is lacking a little bit of straight line speed. So each car has its strength and weaknesses. And then Vladislavich has the slipstream on Denis Schups. And he's closing the gap. Here is Dennis, who showed an amazing defense on Sven Mackenberg. And now has to defend his P4 against Nenad Vladislavich and Marvin Mackenberg. I think Sven will take the fastest lap of the race though, to get some extra points. Yes, he does, with the 2:24.0. The previous fastest lap was by Grega Hudzik with the 2:24.6, but Grega Hudzik has started his last lap and is on pace to get another win. It has been a while for him. He's struggling more with the new update, but happy for him to see him back. Meanwhile, Nenad still trying to find a way to overtake Denis Schups, who has his mirrors full. And he's not afraid to go side by side, but now I think Nenad had moved on. There you go, then he's back to P5. The top 5 would be deserved for Dennis. But Marvin wants to play his own game here. He's here to have some fun with us today. And he had shown that he belongs, and we hope he could be a full-time driver for next season with us. But Denis Schups is still trying to stay close to Nenad, who went a bit wide there, touched the gravel. But we can hear that Dennis is struggling with his rear tires. They're sliding quite a lot. It's really hard to get some temperature in the rear tires of these WTCC cars. But here is the winner of race 2 here at Spa in the SMT WTCC League. Grega Hudzik wins race 2 today at Spa-Francorchamps ahead of Dionysis Pharaos and Sven Mackenberg. Amazing result also for Dionysis, with his first podium today. Before his Nenad Valdisarevich, Denis Schubs hang on to P5 ahead of Marvin Markenberg, Richard Warren P7, Pascal Jeanpret P8, P9 for Saulius Laurinavicius, who also did a really good race. Mikhail Gigax P10, Dusan Miroradovic only came home P11 unfortunately and lost quite a lot in this race. Don't know what happened. Chris Doe P12, Simon van der Broek P13, Boris Schmidt, Željko Pisaric and Marko Mišović didn't finish the race. The fastest lap will go to Marvin Mackenberg, but the win is for Grega Hudjek and the first podium for Dionysis Pharaos. Oh, Dennis already in the chat. What a battle with Sven. You spent half a lap together, side by side. that was fun to watch. Great results from Grega Hudjek and Dionysis Pharaos. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Dionysis to get a podium, but really strong performance for him. And yeah, we have confirmation that Željko has been disqualified on lap 3 or 4, which means that he really had a lot of contact. And you did it pretty well, Dennis, for sure. That was amazing to watch. I'm sure you were sweating a little bit, but it was it will be the best of video for sure. Wow, another round in the books. One left in this championship. We'll wait for the standings to be done. Let's bring up the calendar. And yes, the last race of the season will be on the Bilsterberg Gesamtstrecke, as my German friends would say. So you guys will have to train for that race, because this is a track I'm not sure a lot of guys really knows this track. I know I made one race there and it was not on this layout. Yeah, Richard, that looked exhausting from the outside. But yeah, the second race, this group, the second race are always great to see with the reverse grid, and as the gaps between the guys are not 4 or 5 seconds, but 1 second or something like that, the battles are really close, and we saw this in this second race. We have this huge snake of cars, and one mistake made you lose 2 or 3 position. Oh, you drove there in real life, Dennis? Oh, that's an advantage there. You need to take advantage of that. So let's put up once again on the screen the winner of race 2. And another, as we said, good performance by Dionysis Pharaos, the team MRTI. To be honest, before this league start, I haven't raced at all against him, so didn't know what to expect, and we saw him getting stronger and stronger through the rounds, and it is great to see him getting a podium today in Spa-Francorchamps, which is not the easiest track on the calendar. So fair play to him. Oh, with the Golf. A GTI or a regular Golf? So once again, congratulations to all the drivers today who entertained us a lot. We had a lot of fun today with this round, and it is almost sad that we only have one round left in the Bilsterberg, but anyway, I'm sure in September we'll be back with a new league, and but first of all we'll have to decide a winner, because I'm sure the standings will still be really close between all those guys. I think Grega may have preserved his first place, but I'm sure the gap is really small between Grega and Sven. Unfortunately, Dusan lost quite a lot of points in race 2. Don't know what happened to him. I'll check maybe the chat. Dionys is saying Lada 1-2. Yeah, great performance for him. I think everybody was just really happy to have raced today. Oh, and Pascal just said that he had some broken suspension in the 2 races, which is not ideal for sure. Oh, then it's regular Golf 6 on the Bilsterberg. That sounds fun, because as much as I remember this track, it is quite bumpy, quite up and down. So I'm sure you had quite a lot of fun. But you are a racing driver, or you're driving go-karts for fun or for competitions? This is the right word, Sven. Insane. That was insane. Yeah. An amazing races. The second race was looked amazing from the outside, and as I can see in the Discord, you all enjoyed it as much as we do. So this is exactly what we wanted with this league. Yeah, apparently it was too tough to overtake for the Chevys and the Ladas in the straight, to overtake the Hondas. Yeah, just did a race for fun yesterday of go-karts, 2.5 hours, and yeah, you need to be super rich to do it on a regular basis. But it is so much fun. But yeah, today remind us that Having amazing tracks such as Spa is always a good thing for great racing, great fun, great show, and those kind of racetracks are just amazing. No, it was it is a team event, and we were two. You can be 2, 3, 4, and how many you want, but we were two. So with the 30-minute quali, it's an hour and a half each, so which is more than a half. I'm talking physically because, of course, I would like to drive a lot more. You did 2 24-hour race? No way. Which cars? This is a kind of dream to do that. I'm working on realizing it, but yeah, you need to have everything. You need so much thing to go well to be able to race there. But yeah, I'm working on it. Nice go-kart, 24-hour go-kart race. So then you are. So you are pooping money, right? Because I know where I did my race yesterday, they organize once a year a 12-hour race, I guess. And the price is ridiculous. Oh, really? Race room VIP? Great. How many were you in a team? But yeah, now we are we are in a private discussion. Maybe we'll I'll go in the replays to maybe show some great action from race 2, especially the side by side from Sven and Dennis. It's 1700 for each, right? If it is for the whole event, yeah, hit me up and tell me tell me when it is. I will bring up a team. Always so long to load a replay. Whoa, fucking hell, 1700 for a whole team. I'll maybe send you some messages about that. But first, let's check your battle with Mr. Mackenberg. When was it? We can see him in the mirrors. I think it will start now. Let's go with the TV cameras. And here we are. I think you messed up a little bit this corner. And here is Sven on the inside, leaving both of you left enough space. Still there. I thought Sven had the move done here, but great traction on the outside. You still have your nose here, and there you go. And now Richard was really close, trying to get the slipstream of Sven. Beyond Marvin and Nenad. Oh, 3 wide. Okay. Let's check what also happened to. I would like to see what happened to Dusan. Dusan. It was quite early in the race. Oh, there you go. Let's go on board, cockpit. Oh, it just break. Oh, it just was surprised by the braking. Oh, that's a shame. I'm so sorry for him. Ta ta ta. What can we do with that? Is the stream lagging a little bit when I'm in the replays? I think it is. Oh, Streamlabs is saying that quality of stream is good. Oh, you can bind a lot of things there. Anyway. Do you have in mind some things that we could watch there? Maybe what happened with Dusan and Chris Doe a little bit later in the race. Oh, yeah, looks like the Citroën is not that fast in the straight. So he's bump drafting him a little bit. Déjà vu. That was nice. I think I would like to see, maybe in the first race though. In the first race, what happened at the start with Jeko, Pisaric, and how Marco lost the car in the Redillon. Oh, it looks like I have some little lag. It's always like that in the replay mode. But we'll check quickly. A little reminder, next week, next Saturday, 5 p.m. CEST at the Bilsterberg, the finale of this championship. So I hope you all guys will be here with us. So here we are. I want to see it from Jeko Pisaric's perspective. It was a way down the inside. Messed up big time and didn't even slow down a bit. Maybe from the... yeah, you can see everybody's braking now and is braking on me now. And look at from Grega's perspective. There's quite a lot of position. Oh, and it spins around Boris Schmidt. I think it was Boris Schmidt. Oh, it was. Oh, this is one more thing to check. Pascal and Boris. And Pascal also had another car on the inside. And Boris is just cutting the... this is tough. This is tough to judge. Unfortunately, there is not only me stewarding. I don't know, I really don't know what to say here. But let's check what happened to Marco. He was right behind Marvin. And here we are in the radio. Whoa. Oh, it was a disconnection. I think it was. I think it was a disconnection. We'll have to talk to her. But anyway, it will be time to cut the stream. It has been a blast as always to be with you for this league. Once again, amazing racing today, and looking forward to one last round in Bilsterberg, and I hope you guys will find some times in your holidays, or I was about to say sunny weekends, but it doesn't really look like July out of my window. But anyway, I hope to see you guys next week for the last round, and have a good week. Bye bye.